Hey, I'm looking for Fred Rogers. In here.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
In just one more day, it is only one more day until the long-awaited Mr. Rogers movie opens nationwide. It opens in some theaters right here in Pittsburgh tonight, however.
There's been so much buzz about it. Made in Pittsburgh, starring Tom Hanks. Of course, we're talking about It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And it all started because of an article written for Esquire magazine by our next guest.
Yeah, in fact, we have two guests. First, we want to welcome Tom Junod, the writer who did that article, and also the director of the film, Marielle Heller. Thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here.
What an honor to have you guys on the couch here. So what is it like being back in Pittsburgh after the filming? And of course, you spent some time here.
Yeah, so I first started coming to Pittsburgh in 1998. That was my first time. It was my introduction to Fred. It was my introduction to Pittsburgh, and it was education on two levels. Pretty great.
It feels like coming home for me. I mean, I got to live here for 5 months while we were making the movie. My kid went to school here. My husband and I fell in love with this city. So it just feels really nice to get to share this movie that we made here in Pittsburgh, all about, obviously, such a beloved Pittsburgh figure with the city.
Marielle, you had talked to me over the weekend about feeling the reverberations of Mr. Rogers in Pittsburgh. Does it feel that way to you?
It really does. I feel like we actually just pulled over when I was feeling carsick on our car ride over here. We pulled over at the top of a crest of a hill and looked down on Pittsburgh, and I said to Tom, don't you feel like you feel Fred in this city? I really feel like it's true.
Well, and so Tom, let's talk about the article.
Yeah.
It's so beautifully written, and it starts with one of your first interactions with Mr. Rogers about your rabbit.
Well, it starts off, so I met Fred for the first time not in Pittsburgh. It was in New York. And I was at the Esquire offices, and he happened to be right around the corner. And, he said that, come on over, but I'm in my robe and my slippers. And
I
walked in there, he opened the door, and there he is in his robe and his slippers. And, within, we started talking, and he had that way of, bringing out the child in you and concentrating on the child in you. And within 20 minutes, I'm talking about my childhood bunny.
Right, your old rabbit, which is the way you start the article, which I love that part of it. And he wanted to ask you about it. Like, he knew there was something there, right?
Yeah, somehow he knew. Somehow he knew that was like the door to, understand me or whatever. It was the portal.
Yeah.
Well, and you talk in this article about how that rabbit, that play rabbit, that toy rabbit, taught you how to pray. And it kind of comes full circle towards the end of Fred Rogers' life. Yeah,
and I reread the article recently for like an Audible book, and it was the first time I'd looked at it in a while, and I'd forgotten how determinedly he led me to the scene that ends the article, which is the scene of us praying together.
Marielle, it almost seems like this is a time this movie was meant to come out. Like, this is a message that people need to hear right now. Do you feel that way?
I feel like I believe that things happen when they're meant to happen. This movie has been a long time in the making, and the script was written, the first draft of the script was 8 to 10 years ago. Wow. Movies often take a long time to get made. But for whatever reason, it does feel like this was when this movie was meant to happen. For me, it felt so resonant when I read the script for the first time. It made me cry, and it felt like we need Fred's message now more than ever.
So prior to reading the article and reading the script, did he impact your life at all? Do you remember watching?
I grew up with the neighborhood, yes, like every good child of the 70s and 80s, And now I'm a parent too, so I have developed a new relationship with Fred and with Daniel Tiger's neighborhood as a parent, and gained a whole new appreciation of Fred's message and the way that he spoke to children as people,
Could you talk to us about getting Tom Hanks to do this movie? Because I understand it started at a child's birthday party, right?
Well, I'm friends with Tom's son, Colin.
Okay.
And so I was at a kid's birthday party with my kid, and all the kids are playing in the backyard, and I'm striking up a conversation with Tom Hanks, and you're talking to Tom Hanks, and he asked me what I did, and I said, well, I'm a director. And he said, oh, I just read this article in the New York Times about women directors. And I said, yeah, I'm in that article. And he said, oh, you are? What did you direct? And at the time I had directed my first movie, The Diary of a Teenage Girl, and he said, I should watch it. And I thought, sure. Sure, Tom Hanks, you'll go watch my movie tomorrow. I'm sure you will. But because he's Tom Hanks and he lives up to his word, he did. And we developed a bit of a relationship. He kept up with me over the years as I made my second movie. What are you working on? Have you thought about making a movie like this? We should find a way to work together.
Oh, wow.
And so when I signed on to this movie, the producers said to me, we've always wanted Tom Hanks. He's the perfect Mr. Rogers, but he's passed 3 times. We've sent him the script.
Oh, wow.
3 different times he's said no. And I said, well, I have a little bit of a relationship with him. I could try. I'm sure he'll say no again. And I called him, and I explained to him that I thought this movie had the possibility of being really impactful, and that it wasn't going to be a biopic. It wasn't going to be about doing an impersonation of Fred.
I'm glad you brought that up because I watched his interview with Gayle King from CBS this morning, and she said that there wasn't much more than a wig and fixing the eyebrows because it was you wanted it to be more about embodying
It was
what
the
he stood
essence
for,
of Fred.
right?
It was what's happening behind the eyes. And for me, prosthetics become a barrier between the audience and the performer. And I love a great performance. And what Tom gives in this movie is truly a remarkable performance. And I didn't want there to be anything between us and him.
Tom, what did you think? I mean, when I watched the movie for a little bit, I forget that it's not Mr. Rogers, but you had a personal relationship with Mr.
I did, but you know, I saw the movie the first time completely by myself in a screening room in New York City over the summer. So I was there, you know, completely alone. And then
Were you crying?
I didn't cry.
I was crying.
Because I'm trying to think. I think the first tears might have been during the old rabbit sequence.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as far as my acceptance of Tom as Mr. Rogers, that started, you know, the instant he started talking to me, because I felt like as with Fred, he was talking to me. There were so many children who grew up feeling that Fred Rogers was talking to them, and when you had him in person, it was the same. He was talking to you and only you. And that's how I feel that, you know, that Tom speaks to me in the movie.
Well, David kind of touched on this, but last year, it's been 1 year since the Tree of Life massacre shooting here in Pittsburgh, and then we celebrated the 50th anniversary of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So this movie really is coming at a time when a lot of us are still healing and getting over what happened in our city.
The timing is amazing to me, you know, for this movie. I think, like, you know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it's a completely different movie in certain ways. Even like the same movie would be a different movie outside the context of its moment.
Context.
Right.
Yeah. And we were so connected. You know, we had been filming here in Pittsburgh. We had just left 3 days before when the shooting happened. Our hearts were here with this city when that happened so much. It felt like it was part of our community. And we came back, and Tom Hanks, maybe remember, we all came back for the Unity celebration. And I mean, Pittsburgh is such a strong city. It's a place with such heart. And I was so moved by the way everybody reacted to that event in this city.
Well, we're happy to have you guys here with us today.
That was great.
Yeah, you should be so proud of this movie. I know
you.
we're proud. Like when, you know, everyone here feels so protective of Mr. Rogers. And you wonder, like, Hollywood's
I've heard
getting
this.
involved. What is
Yeah,
going to happen?
yeah.
And beyond our expectations.
Tom
beyond my
Hanks
expectations.
keeps telling this story of being in the elevator of his hotel when he came here to Pittsburgh and somebody going, how's the movie going? Because they knew you're here making this movie about Mr. Rogers, and then they said, you know, we take Mr. Rogers very seriously in Pittsburgh.
Well, we do, and you guys did a fantastic job. So thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being here.
Really
And
beautiful.
again, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood opens in our neighborhood tonight. It opens nationwide tomorrow. Everyone needs to hear the message of Mr. Rogers in this really beautifully crafted film, all inspired by our guest here today.
And if you get a chance, look for Tom's original Esquire magazine article that started this whole project. We posted a link to it at pittsburghtodaylive.com. Then go see the movie.
Yeah, and take some popcorn too. Yeah.